For this Basecamp adventure, we embrace the wild Welsh winter to discover the stories of a small, resilient community that once lived and worked on the most remote corner of Ynys Llanddwyn, the Isle of Anglesey. Famed for its outstanding beaches, miles of scenic coastal paths, centuries of nautical heritage, and mining might. The island has two distinct moods: serene beauty in the summer and raw, unfiltered power in the winter. Join us on one of our wettest and windiest base camping adventures. For this trip, we stayed on the island's west coast, pitching up at the Perllan Penrhyn certified location. It offers 5 immaculate, fully serviced pitches, with far-reaching sea views to the west and uninterrupted rolling countryside to the east. Although it sits beside a working cattle farm, the CL remained peaceful throughout, with only the occasional moo from the residents. A sweeping golden beach at the gate connects directly to the Welsh coast path, making it ideal for long walks from the pitch. At £25 per night, it represents excellent value in a genuinely beautiful setting. Upon arrival, the well-designed access to the pitches made reversing onto my chosen pitch straightforward, with only a quick tweak on the motor mover needed to nudge the base camp into the perfect position. I promptly set up the caravan to make full use of the services and completed the setup with the Dometic Portico 180 door cover, my go-to for bad weather adventures, providing simple but effective wind and rain protection. So here we are, all set up on Perllan Penrhyn CL on the west coast of Anglesey. We're the only ones here not surprised in this weather. It is wild out there. It must be absolutely beautiful here in the summer. Right on the Welsh coast path. We've got a couple of sections left to complete, haven't we, dog? Now, dog, say now if you don't want to go walking in this weather and you prefer to wait till tomorrow. Say now. I'll take no response as you want to go. Okay, maybe you can have that treat instead. You deserve it for being so patient. Yeah, I think we'll relax in the base camp this afternoon. Maybe go for a bit of a walk on the beach in a bit. And get ready to hit the coastal path tomorrow, dog. How about that? So it's the first night. It's been having a wash, getting ready for bed. God, the weather has been wild today. So let's see what the dog's doing. Yep. The usual, ignore her sleeping bag and just go straight in for mine, as always. Okay, the plan for today. I've got a 9-mile hike planned. It's on the south of the island, Newborough Beach. It's quite a famous beach on the island. And the hike takes us onto Ynys Llanddwyn, or Llanddwyn Island. And there's a small, famous lighthouse on that island. High tide's at 2 o'clock, so hopefully there'll be enough beach for us to cross when we get there. And we are against the rain, but we'll see how we get on. Very much looking forward to doing that. It's a bit of a drive from where we are, so we are where that blue dot is and the hike is there. So I suspect that'll take me about half an hour to drive there. So before we do that, let's get our packed lunch on the go. Our hike begins at the Malltraeth Estuary, a peaceful, wildlife-rich landscape of marshes, reed beds, mudflats and quiet pools along the Cefni River. It's regarded as one of Anglesey's finest areas for birdlife. The route follows the Cobb embankment, giving wide open views across the estuary and offering a sense of calm, unspoilt wilderness. From the estuary, the trail leads into Newborough Forest, a vast pine woodland alive with birdsong and passing horses. The path winds through tall, sheltered trees, offering a cool, tranquil contrast to the wide open views of the estuary. We reach our destination of Ynys Llanddwyn, a tidal island reached across the broad sands of Newborough. This is the historic home of St Dwyn, the Welsh patron saint of lovers. Her original 5th century sanctuary later became a medieval chapel. At the western tip rises Tir Mawr Lighthouse. Built in the mid-19th century and shaped like a traditional Anglesey windmill. Nearby, a row of terrace cottages marks what was once a small, close-knit community of marine pilots and their families. They lived and worked here in all weathers, yet occupied the most beautiful of settings. Ynys Llanddwyn's landscape is part of its charm. Rocky coves on the western side and long gentle beaches to the east, featuring the most memorable coastal scenery found in North Wales. So we've just got back from that hike to Ynys Llanddwyn on Newborough Beach. What a superb walk that was, and an even more superb piece of preserved history. I could just live in a community like that, it has to be said. There you go, dog. That's for you. That's what you've been waiting for. You did well there, dog, didn't you? Ended up doing 11.5 miles in the end with all the exploring. Look out the window over there. Other than cows in that cow shed, there is not a soul around for miles. It's absolutely beautiful here, so peaceful. So the plan for tonight, got the water on, and I'm going to jump in the shower. Can't beat having your own shower, I always say it, but once I've had my shower, I'm then going to get the wets out the car, and that wet room will become a drying room. Great for drying your waterproofs. Go in the fridge. Oh, look at that. Slow cooked steak pie. It's pie night tonight in the base camp. And I think that bottle of Estrella Damm might disappear too. I fed the dog. You'll be asleep in about 5 minutes flat, won't you, darling? Great day. So we've just got back from our morning walk. Just around that headland in the distance there. Miles of deserted beaches. It was beautiful. We all know what the dog's waiting for, don't we, darling? There you go. So the plan now is actually a change of plan. We've got a beautiful window of weather today, and we're meant to be heading home tomorrow, but the forecast is for 30 to 50 knots of wind and the same element in rain, torrential rains as well. So we're going to have to bail out this afternoon. Oh, what a beautiful place to stay. Really gorgeous CL, gorgeous location. So we don't need to rush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the sausages on that I was going to have for my dinner tonight. Make a sausage sandwich. The dog will get one too. And then we'll get packed up and leave sort of mid-afternoon. Amazing trip. There you go, darling. That's yours. Anglesey is a beautiful island with pristine beaches, a rich maritime history visible across the landscape, with a deep connection between people and the ocean. It offers the perfect blend of welcoming community with unspoiled coastal wilderness. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next adventure very soon.